Hey, I'm Carissa with Yoga Untwisted. Summertime is coming up quick, which means time to get the body ready for the bathing suit. So today we're going to focus on the cheeks. Not these cheeks, those cheeks. So let's get started by coming onto hands and knees. Hands are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips, spread the fingers out wide. When we're ready, curling the toes under, lifting our hips into downward facing dog. Breathing deep, fingers spread wide. Tips of the fingers gripping into the mat. Holding here for one more breath. Then on our next breath in, floating into plank or high push-up, shoulders over the hands. We may have to wiggle the feet back, that's okay. Option, if we have wrist or shoulder injuries, we can take this down to the elbows. Wherever we're at, working the core, scoop the tailbone. When and if we're ready, we can bring the left foot up, squeeze the cheek. Notice the hips didn't go any higher. We're just working the glute. Holding here for a couple more breaths. Then when we're ready, left foot comes down, right foot floats up. Again, keep the hips low, scoop the tailbone, belly button touching the spine. Breathing deep. And then lowering the right foot down. We'll move to the other side one more time. Left foot floats up. Squeeze, working it. Just imagine ourselves in that two-piece. Unless you're a guy, then, you're good to go. Left foot comes down, right foot floats up. And taking this to three-legged dog. Right foot floating up to the sky. Left heel sinking towards the earth. Then taking it into cheetah, hugging the knee into the heart. Squeeze that heel towards the glute. See if we can kiss the knee. Then look to the fingertips. Right foot steps forward into our lunge. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Let the hips sink in, lengthening the spine. When we're ready, press the right foot into the floor to bring us up into our lunge. Really working and squeezing that left butt cheek. Hands into the heart center, gently tipping forward as we revolve. Left elbow comes across the right knee. Right elbow comes up, gently pressing the right hand into the left. We turn our gaze up towards the ceiling, squeezing that left butt cheek. Gotta work it. Then when we're ready, taking this back to center. Inhale, reaching up high. And warrior two, back heel comes down, looking out over the right fingertips. Right knee is pressing towards the baby toe, opening up the hips, still squeezing the cheeks. Belly's in tight, scoop the tailbone. We're going to add a little movement here. So as we inhale, squeeze this inner thigh to straighten the leg. As we exhale, sinking a little deeper. Deep breath in, checking the left baby toe, make sure it's firmly rooted. Exhale, sink a little more. Two more times, deep breath in. Slow breath out. Last one. Holding here, squeeze everything in a little bit tighter. And straightening the right leg, turning the toes to the corners of the room. Scoop the tailbone, bending at the knees into goddess. Palms up, bending at the elbows. Push the knees back. We're going to add the obliques here. Working the core. When we're ready, we're going to sway our goddess. Remember, if this is a little too intense, we can straighten the legs. If we want a little more, we can sink a little deeper. As we sway to the right side, see if we can touch the right elbow to the right knee. Engage the left side of the body to bring us back to center. Over to the left. Keep everything nice and strong. Taking it back up. Float it over. Exhale up. Deep breath in. And center. We'll go once more on each side. Check the tailbone, check the belly. Maybe sinking a little deeper. Squeeze everything to rise up. Exhale, hands to the hips. Push the heels in to turn all 10 toes to the front. Coming into eagle pose. Releasing the hands, deep breath in, stepping the feet together. Hands into the heart center. Bringing a bend in the knees. Imagine we're sitting in a chair. Check the belly, make sure that the lower back is nice and long, shoulder blades flat on the back. From here, moving into eagle pose, bringing the elbows together. If we like, we can bring the left elbow underneath. Backs of the hands or palms can come together. Still squeezing everything, sinking a little deeper. When we're ready, strength is in the right leg, left knee up and over, sitting cross-legged. If we're comfortable, we can wrap that foot around. Remember, we're working the cheeks. Breathing into it. Then whenever we're ready, coming back to chair pose, releasing the arms back to heart center, releasing the legs, keeping the knees bent. Maybe melting a little more. Then rise up, releasing the hands, deep breath in, keeping the feet together, hands into the heart center, bringing a bend in the knees. Check the belly, check the shoulder blades, check the lower back. Weight is in the heels of the feet to protect the knees. Moving to the other side, bring the elbows together. This side will be different. Right elbow can come underneath, backs of the hands or palms together. When we're ready, right knee up and over, sitting cross-legged, maybe wrapping that foot around. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Holding here for a couple more breaths. Check the cheeks, make sure they're working. And gently releasing the arms, releasing the legs back to our chair. Sinking a little more. Squeeze everything to bring us back up, coming back to the top of the mat. Releasing the hands, deep breath in. Knees are soft, swan dive all the way down. Forward fold, resting here for a breath or two. Facing dog. When we're ready, we can hop, skip, or jump, or step the right foot back, left foot back, hips up high. Three-legged dog, only if you want it, left foot reaching up high. Then taking this into cheetah, hugging the knee into the heart, shoulders over the hands, round through the spine, look to the fingertips, and step the left foot forward. Rooting into the ground, scoop the tailbone, squeeze the cheeks. When we're ready, rising up. Sinking a little deeper. Hands into the heart centers. We find a rotation here, gently leaning forward. Keep the legs powerful as the right elbow comes across the left knee. Left elbow comes up. Gently pressing the left hand into the right. Deep breath in, slow breath out. See if we can sink the hips a little deeper. One more breath. Then when we're ready, taking it back to center. Inhale, reaching up high. Sinking a little more. Warrior two, back heel comes down, looking out over the left fingertips. Scoop the tailbone, bellies in. Front knee pressing towards the baby toe. Baby toe on the right foot is pressing into the mat. Sinking a little more. Again, we're going to add the breath. Work from the inner thigh. Inhale, squeeze the front leg straight. Exhale, sinking a little more. Inhale, squeeze and rise up. And exhale. Two more. Follow your breath. Honor your breath. Last one. Holding here. Squeeze the cheeks. Make sure they're still working. And straightening the left leg. Turning the toes to the corners of the mat. Scoop the tailbone. Sinking into the knees. Again, we can sink a little. Just make sure we're pushing those knees back. Palms up, back into our calf. Add the calf muscle here. So when we're ready, picking the right heel up. We can be a little bit taller in this, or get a little bit deeper in it. Yogi's choice. Check the belly, make sure it's strong. Right heel comes down, left heel comes up. Press the ball of the foot into the mat. Left heel comes down. If we want to, both heels coming up. Maybe we sink a little deeper. And lowering both heels down, sinking a little more, then squeeze our way up. Hands to the hips. Coming back to the top as we move into warrior three. Strength is in the left leg, right foot presses behind us, flexing the foot, tipping the upper body forward slightly. I think we've done this one before, but we're going to add a little extra to it today. So when we're ready, keeping the shoulder blades flat on the back, taking this into our warrior three. Now we can hold here, make sure this left knee is soft but strong, or when we're ready, we can rise up. Sinking into it again, staying in control of the movement. Floating up. 2 more times, use the breath. I hope everybody at home is sweating as much as I am. Last one. And taking it back to center. Moving to the other side, strength is in the right leg. Left foot behind us, float the foot up, tip forward. We can hold here, or take this into our warrior three. Again, we can add that movement. Rising up, sinking back. Float it up, make sure the cheeks are strong. Can't encourage that enough. We only get out of our workout what we put into it. Last one. And one more for good luck. Squeeze it up there. And taking it back to mountain. Releasing the hands, deep breath in. Slow swan dive, knees are soft, bellies in. And relaxing here. Taking the right foot behind the left leg. Bending the left knee and lowering ourselves down. Bringing the hands behind the left knee to bring us all the way down to a flat back. Preparing for bridge pose. Hips, knees, and ankles all the same distance to your sides, palms down. Engage the core. Then press the feet in to float the hips up. We're going to add a little movement, of course. As we inhale, sinking the hips halfway down. Breathing out, pressing them up. Inhale. And exhale. I'm going to leave you with this pose today. Continue to squeeze and lift until your heart's desire. Otherwise, you can hit play again and go through all of these beautiful poses once, maybe twice. Enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.